Hello everybody, my name's Dusty. Today we are playing the Dalton Elliott Highway map by Horse. As far as I know, I'm the only person who's gone out, done a video for this map, and I'll be quite honest with you, I've been playing this map now for about a week, 2 weeks, and this map, you can't beat it. And the reason why, in my judgment, why you can't beat it is actually a 1-to-1 scale map, which means that this map is as true to life as you are ever going to get. It's real with the mileage, it's real with the times and everything. All of the gradients are right for the road, and you really do need to use your gearbox to get up and down these hills. Now, the truck that I'm using is an M14 powered Peterbilt 389 with an 18-speed gearbox. The mod itself is by Viper, and I think, if I remember correctly, that this mod's actually based on Rocketman's 379 from Hauling, and oddly enough the map itself was originally on Hauling as well. And the other odd thing is that when I used to play Hauling and used to play the original version of this map, my truck of choice was Rocketman's 379. And I tell you one thing, it just makes things so nostalgic for me to be doing this map, and I hope that you can all enjoy it as well. Now, what I'll do at the end of the video is that there will be a description, a link in the description. I'm sorry, I did screw up a little bit there. And this series is going to be basically driving up and down the Dalton, so that you can see what it's like. It's like going to be your own virtual ice road truckers, if you will. But at the end of the day, I'm not out to make money. I'm out to basically just have a good time on this map. Now, if you don't like the Peterbilt, then there is always another mod which I found to be quite good on this, which is actually GTM's T800. Which I do happen to actually have it. I will just give you a quick show around the mod before we start driving. I'll go into upgrade. Now, this mod is more for, in my eyes, the Carlisle enthusiast with the bumpers, the strobes, everything. You can even have a tri-drive set up, which personally, as everyone who actually knows me will tell you, is that I love the tri-drives. To me, you can't beat them, but this mod is probably one of the best Kenworth mods that I have ever seen. You've got interchangeable hoods, which I can actually show you if I can find the correct node for it. There we go. You have the wide hood, you've got a high hood, which is basically a modified version of a W9. You've got a modified version of it, and then my favourite is the standard hood, which everyone knows, you just come out of that. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a decent load and we're going to take it. Now this may mean that the series goes on over a few episodes, etc. But at the moment we're only halfway up the Dalton. It's only from Fairbanks to Colfoot at the moment. Hawks himself is working really hard to get it all the way up to Prudhoe Bay and Deadhorse as quickly as possible. But the thing is that I don't want to rush him, and no one else does. So what we'll do, we are going to take a classic load, a Carlisle trailer, £38,500 worth of meat, up to Colfoot, just so that people can have their beef dinners or burgers, whatever they want to eat. This journey will probably take a few episodes, but what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into it, and we're going to see what the map's like. Feels like what we really need is a winter version of this map. You will notice that this map is a summer map. I am also using a graphics mod which I have actually modified to work, because originally when I first put it into game, the mod actually had the chrome light up when you lit up your headlights and everything, and wasn't very realistic in the sense of that. So I had a quick shimmy around the mod to have a look and see what the problem was with it. I found the problem and I sorted the problem out. And if you can hear any squeaking, I do apologise, that's actually my computer chair squeaking away back there. I do have some sound mods installed on this as well. As you can probably tell, the engine sounds a little bit better. But this, everybody, is what Fairbanks looks like in game. And it is supposed to be the most accurate representation of it as well, and I just generally like this mod. Right, let's get hooked up and get out of here, I think. There's my load. And the other thing is that you also don't actually need to have realistic fuel on. You don't you use about the same amount of fuel as what you would do in real life actually driving this truck. or any truck for that matter. Oh. Pretty sure that's the same truck again coming up to that junction there that come past me a few minutes ago. Now another thing that does come in handy on this map when you're actually driving up the highway is cruise control, because trust me, when you sat there and you got your leg on the throttle for hours, it does happen to properly kill your leg, just as it would do in a real car. Now, one of the things that I do want to talk about in this is the new ability that we're bringing into the game that enables you to adjust your steering wheel. Now, the one thing that I wish that they would do for us that use a G27 steering wheel is actually remove the feature of having a steering wheel there. Give us the option to please goddamn take it away, because a lot of the time it gets annoying, because the G27 you always have a dead zone, and with the steering wheel within the models you don't get that dead zone, and it would be just so nice to take it away and just give you even more of a feeling like you're actually driving the truck. Currently we are heading towards Colfoot. It says it's going to take us 6 hours to get there, and it's 261 miles, which if you look it up is actually right on Google Maps for the distance between Fairbanks and Colfoot. The road itself is, I believe, about 450, 500 miles long, I believe. And if you do drive this straight, it does take a lot of time to do it. So what I'm going to do today is, I think I'm going to go as far as Fox on map, and we shall conclude it there today, people. So this is the mod in action. epoxy, but oh well, we'll live with it. But we're about to turn on to the highway. Finally get to see some of the hills and just how steep some of the grades actually are. You also, as I said earlier on, you've got to use your gearbox a lot, but if you end up getting stuck on a hill, you do need your handbrake. If you get stuck, crawler gears will become your best friend. You've got absolutely no choice about that. I do stall out on hills, I will be completely honest with you, and you may end up getting some muck-ups like that while we're doing this run. I'd like to thank a couple of friends on Facebook, one being Ben Fletcher for giving me advice, and hold on a minute, that's where I'm getting pulled off. And James Hall, both of them for giving me a bit of advice. I am a little bit nervous about recording. I've never really properly done it before, not talking during my videos, but I figured might as well change all that and bring people to the voice of who has created mods, who does do skins, who is one of the people. These videos will be done for the people. At some point I will eventually like to bring in people from the ETS community so that I can talk to them, do inverted commas multiplayer streams where I actually meet up, do a journey with people in the ETS2 community. As that's something that I've never seen done before. Just basically doing virtual CV interviews like Big Rigs Videos does, and they're a brilliant channel as well. You learn a lot about what real life drivers go through and everything. And for someone who lives over here, you actually get to really figure out what the struggle is like over there in the US for US truck drivers. And I do admire them. They are an amazing bunch of people, and just generally I take my hat off to what they do. Being away from the families so much must really take its toll. There we go, now we're setting cruise. now that we're actually on the highway, some of these views are just absolutely amazing. As I say, I've got a graphics mod on, it includes a skybox, and that skybox, it just sets everything off. This map, sometimes you can just sit in game when you've not got a load and just sit, look at the scenery, watch the skies change. It's just one whole thing. This is a hill and a half where I'm actually going to have to use my box. As I say, some of these hills are just steep. And there's one or two hills as you get up to Colfoot where when you go up them you're actually like second low, third low. And the other thing is that this map also does put a lot of strain on your virtual rig. So be prepared to be hitting the service bay a lot. Nearly at the top. Another set of videos that I might do in the future will probably be a lower 48 game, as I call it, using the coast to coast map, which I know that a lot of you have been using. Just generally, to me, that is a shits and giggles map, is how I'm going to put it. The graphics aren't very good, but being able to get all over the place is one of the things which I know that everyone wants out of the game, so it's a good thing to have that. But as you could probably tell, with this you do need the power for the hills, so I wouldn't recommend a small engine at all, not for this map. in future, if there's anything that anyone want me to talk about, if you want to put suggestions in the comments, I'm more than willing to talk about just about anything, as you've probably been able to tell. If anyone would like to know anything more about myself, the reasons as to why I want to do what I want to do, like stream to YouTube, put YouTube videos up, or just generally the fact that I do eventually want to get into driving trucks in real life, I will answer any questions that are brought forward to me within reason. I'm not going to answer silly questions or questions about my private life. But if there's anyone's views on why games controllers or features within the game, I'm more than willing to talk about that. If there's one thing that I cannot get over, is just how pretty this map actually is and how well put together it is. And we're coming up to the stop point, which is Fox. I will try and find the rest area somewhere so that I can chuck this truck in. As you can also probably tell, I also do use a traffic mod or two, both of which are by Jazzy Cat. I will put a link to them in the description. And that car decided that he was going to go too far forward. Couldn't you see that my trailer was there? Probably not. This is supposed to be the rest area. Try and get the space in the right way, I suppose. And we are now at our quarter way, fifth way point. It's probably going to be ongoing for a little bit, and I will do some live streaming on this as well. So if you're all interested in watching, just keep an eye out on the ATS forums, or just like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'm out.